Hey guys, Versus Z, and just a very quick announcement because it's really hot, and I'm just saying, welcome to week 4 of Rider Fest. This is the Decade Week or Decade Week. So basically, if you got anything that has to do with Decade, if you got any Deca drivers or anything that has to do with Decade, video review, show review, whatever, this is your week to do that. Also, since this is Decade's week, the special theme that we want to throw in here is that we're going to call it we've called it All Riders Week. Basically, along the storyline and theme of Decade, where he travels across through different worlds, crossing different worlds, we're going to do the same thing here. So if you've got any videos that you want to share with us that have to do with the riders from the different series, different worlds, whether they're Showa era or even Heisei era, then take this week to go ahead and do that. So some of you folks out there who've got figures like SH Figure Arts of Kamen Rider Black or Black RX, this would be that week to go ahead and share that with us, or anything else like that. So yeah, just take this week to. You can also, if you missed out on the previous weeks, you can take this week to upload those late videos, if you will. So yeah, that'll be pretty neat. I myself am only going to contribute one video, I think, and then a second one, if I do it, would be a skit. But depending on my schedule this week, and depending on if I'm able to get my props ready, I'll be able to share with you guys a little Decade skit. So I'm hoping to do that. I was actually hoping to do a Kiva style skit, and since I can't do it anymore, I still could since it's All Riders Week, but I think I was more ready to do it last week. But it was supposed to be a Kiva style thing where how I'm not going to spoil anything, but I guess it was gonna be a skit where I'm supposed to be building a model kit, or I'm wanting to paint a certain color, and I'm trying my best to go out and find something that matches this particular color. But when it comes to it and I actually get it done, a friend of mine realizes that something's wrong and that the color's completely off. And just like Wataru is very withdrawing, he's very timid. So whenever he does something wrong, he kind of hides in the corner and plants his face into his knees and things like that. So I was going to do something like that, which could have been funny because I really am colorblind. But I didn't get to do it. So yeah, anyway, this is Decade Week, so hope you guys get to catching up with some videos and doing all these things. Last week turned out pretty smooth. I mean, I was really, at the last stretch, I was like, oh man, where's all the Kiva stuff? Where's everybody with the Kivas? And then all of a sudden there was these, I wouldn't say late uploads, but, very close to last minute uploads of Kiva things, and I was like, oh. Okay, so yeah. So it went pretty well. Each week is pretty consistent with over 20 videos. I would have to say week 1 was probably the best week in terms of video output, things like that. So I'm waiting to see what this Decade Week is capable of doing, and the potential of Decade Week. I'm really hoping that there's a lot of creativity and a lot of different reviews, or videos rather, of the riders from the Showa era, if possible. And then, of course, the following week, the last week, is going to be the Double and Oz week. And for those of you who have been keeping track, Double's final episode will be airing. I shouldn't say airing, but it should be subbed this next coming week, the end of this weekend, by Sunday or Monday. It'll be the very last episode. So it will intertwine, the very last episode, and the following week, everybody will be able to post their, thoughts on the show, and things like that. Anyway, we'll save that for next week. So anyway, this Decade Week, All Riders Week special, whatever you got, show it. As long as it's not double. I know a lot of you might get confused because of the movies, the Decade movies, where double showed up basically. But so basically every rider but double. Save that for next week. So with that said, I might as well shortly update you guys right now, because since I have your attention now. I noticed that there have been a lot of people, both on the Eclipse forums, on Skype, even here on YouTube, just going back and forth, going at it about the shockingly new announcement of the perfect grade, the next perfect grade, which is Strike Freedom. Now, if you want to hear my thoughts on it, you can do two things. I have started a YouTube moderator, which is located in my channel's profile. So if you click my name on this video, it'll take you to my channel. Therefore, the very first thing you'll see will be the little module called YouTube Moderator, and that's where you guys who constantly have questions for me, you can take that chance, write down your question, suggestion, or idea, and it gets set there. Right now there's only one question, and there are like 3 people who voted for it to be answered, and I'm going to save the answer. This is only one question. I could answer it in this video, but I want to compile it all into one proper video. But anyway, just letting you guys know that is there, so if you had any questions that still haven't been answered by me, that would be one of the best ways to do it. So just go to my channel, my profile channel will be one of the first things you'll see, and just type in your question. I will not allow questions, or I will not answer questions that have been, but I guess can be answered by a video that I've already posted. Don't ask me to sell you things, things like that. It's really got to be questions that have to do, that really, they're common questions that you really want to know. So I will be answering the common questions, and I will be answering like, oh, that's a really good question, type of question. So the most asked and the really good questions are the ones that I'm going to get picked, and I'm going to try to do this weekly. Like I said, as of now, I've only got one question. It has to do with figure arts and the prices and all that, and something about D-Art's War Greymon, which is really awesome looking, but I'm not going to get it. That's half the answer right there. So yeah, just letting you guys know that thing does exist, and you should go check it out when you have a chance, and if you have any questions, hit it up. Also, I kind of tangented off a little bit, but back on track with the Strike Freedom thing. If you want to hear my thoughts on that, because I'm currently doing my work in progress videos in this particular channel, I'm gonna keep promoting this because I only have like on this channel, ZVerse channel, I have like this many subscribers. On VersusEclipse, I have that many. So some of you are wondering where's all the Gundam stuff. It's on that channel. Some of you are wondering where's the work in progress stuff that you used to do. It's on that channel. Even though it might not be the same format as I used to do it, I'm not going to be doing some painting and building at the same time because I like to concentrate on that without having the distraction of camera. So with every video that I've done so far with the Freedom, it's just been a progression thing, and I'm basically explaining details, how I did this, how I did that. There's no real-time thing going on anymore because it's very distracting. So yeah, just let you guys know during the events of, I guess, Rider Fest, and if you wanted to see Gundam stuff, or during the event of like maybe I do another huge collaboration like this again, I will do my Gundam stuff on VersusEclipse. But I try to constantly do work in progress related things on VersusEclipse anyway. So check that channel out. If you have not gotten the link, if you haven't subscribed, I'll provide a link on the screen, and I'll even provide a link down there at the Dropbox. So check those two things out while some of us are doing this Rider Fest thing. I know a lot of you haven't been viewing because it's not Gundam related, but you know I'm still doing Gundam stuff. VersusEclipse. Can't spell it wrong. It's VersusEclipse, like the Gundam Eclipse forms, no spaces in between or anything like that. So you should be able to find it, and of course hit up the YouTube moderator for your questions if you ever needed them answered. So with that said, and what was I even trying to get to with VersusEclipse? Oh yeah, Gundam related stuff. I'm gonna go back to expressing my thoughts on particular things, especially because of this perfect grade Strike Freedom thing. Alright, it's getting hot. I'll catch you guys later.